It's time to start profiting and stop guessing your prices in 3 easy steps. Watch this video to find out. Most business owners are missing the boat. They're not creating or generating a set profit on every single sale that you make, every single transaction. And you're listening to all the other people that are telling you to double your prices or value price what you think you're worth, and all these things. There is a strategic formula that you can follow that will guarantee that you make profit on every single sale. Every corporation works off of this foundation. That's why they're still in business and successful. And some of you watching this video are wondering how to make it work. So the first thing you need to do is you need to know what you're spending money on. Step one is figure out what you're spending money on. There's probably 5 or 10 things that you forgot about or you're not counting that are still costing you money. So what happens is you charge a certain amount, you pay for what is due now, and you think that the rest of it is your income. It's not. Okay, there's a way to generate a specific amount of income and a specific amount of profit, and there's a formula to do it. One of the things that I've done over the years is I've stumbled and fumbled and totally messed it up, right? And had to figure it out on my own. And that's why I'm doing this today, so that you don't have to do this. I created a custom calculator that will show you your numbers specifically. But today I'm going to tell you exactly what I teach those people that pay me in order to do it. Again, you need to know everything you're spending money on. What are the expenses that you have in your business? Every single thing. If you buy pens, you better be charging for that on your next sale. Not the whole price of a pen. You cost factor that over the amount of your clients. But you gotta cover your expenses. That's step one. Before we get any further, make sure that you like this video and you subscribe to my channel. I'm going to keep sharing information that's going to help you grow, help you get to that next level of success, and make sure that you do it by pricing properly and being able to increase your revenue. So back to this. So number one was expenses. Number two is you have to figure out, what is it that you want to make? What is the income that you want to have? That has to be factored into your pricing. It's not what's left over at the end. That's hoping and wishing and praying. That's like going, oh, please, let me cover my bills today. Let me cover my bills. It doesn't work that way. Too many people do it that way. And then at the end, there's no profit. So which means you're not a profitable business. Once you know what your expenses are, once you know what you need to make, then you add a specific profit at the end of it. It's usually a percentage. It's not usually a dollar amount. I'm going to give you a really easy example. I hope you don't make this little bit of money, but just as an example. Let's say you have $500 in expenses and you pay yourself $1,000 a month and you have 2 clients, right? You would think to cover that, each client has to pay you $750. That's not always the case, because 2 clients isn't your ideal number. That's just what you have now. But for easy math, if you split that in 2, they would each be charged $750. Where's the profit? There isn't any. So what you need to do is you figure out, let's start with 20%. So if my expenses, everything I'm spending money on, is $1,500, and I want to have a 20% profit, I need to add 20% times 15, which is 300. I need to add 300 to my price. If I'm splitting it between 2 people, that's another 150. So instead of 750 per client, you need to charge 900. If you do it that way, you're paying expenses, you're paying yourself, and you're generating a profit. If you do this, you will create success. And when you factor it over the right amount of people, and I show you how to get that, there's a right amount of people that you can work with that makes the pricing work, that keeps you in business, that has you charge a good rate, but not an exorbitant rate that only a few select people can afford. Let the gurus do that, because most of them aren't doing it unless they're really, really high level people. And they've worked a lot of years to get to that point, but yet they'll still tell you right now to start charging that way. And some of it is because they just forgot. It's been so long since they were down at this level. So don't follow all of it, because if they tell you to value price, to cost plus price, to dynamic price, or to competitive price, it's just guessing, which means you're not sure if you're making a profit or not. The right way to make a profit is cover your expenses, pay you what you're worth, and then add a percentage at the end of it. If you're not sure of it, ask me a question down below. You can see in the comments that I get, I will answer specifically to do my best to help you today. I appreciate everybody that comments and responds. So again, like this video and comment. Thank you.